low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 yo, go, go, go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range. Cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. They'll deceive with the negativity, but I just slide right by that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. You got a mind, but even that could change. You could flip the gray matter like some batter in your brain. That's why I say, fake it till you make it A. And if you play that game, then you just might make a change. Rearrange all the bad to okay. Take the worst thoughts saying, turn them to a game. Take the best thoughts saying, put them on display. On repeat in your brain till you're feeling no more pain. Never slow yourself down, you can do some more. Push past all the pain and you'll find a door. Open it up and finally explore everything that you thought you could never do before. And even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go.
Y'all for tuning back in to your favorite channel, Pelican Bay Dog Talking News for the day, giving it to you the way I always do, fair and unbiased. Some gonna like it, some ain't. Y'all hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit that like button before you get up out of here, and don't forget to drop down in the comments. And shout out to all my people down in the chat. Yes, sir. It's your boy PBK9s in the building. Salute to all the Bulldoggers from one side of the country to the other side of the country, from one side of the world to the other side of the world. I'm in the building today with my boy Blood and War Kennels. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, my brother?
What's going on now? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I can hear you. I can hear you good and clear, bro. Yes, sir. How's it going for the day?
It's going pretty good, man. Going pretty good. Had a rough day out there today. Been out there working in the heat, trying to get my van straightened up for the mall, trying to get the pig picking down there.
I was just about to ask you, was you going down there?
Yeah, I'm going down there. Me and my wife gonna go. And I was gonna take a dog, but had a little accident last night. One of my dogs got bit by a snake, and I'm out there working on them. Been working on her all day.
Man, I asked that same question on my last video. What you gonna do? Like, what can brothers do to once their dog get bit by a snake to help them get back right? Like, what's the best thing that you know to help them?
Well, what I did, I just took me a half a cc of Dex and a half a cc. I mean, a half of like 3 cc's of Dex and 3 cc's of penicillin mixed together and shot up. And that Dex supposed to draw the blood out.
Okay.
I mean, draw the poison out. It's supposed to, you know, supposed to take down the swelling. And you keep that penicillin in them, it'll help with the infection and stuff. But like I said, it just happened last night, so I'm gonna see how it worked. This is my first time seeing one get bit in my yard by a snake.
Hey, let me ask you this about the decks real quick before we get into the questions and everything. Cause I want to tell my brothers, because I know they listening down there in the chats and the folk that gonna be listening to the video in the future. Is the dex intramuscular and intravascular where you can shoot it in the muscle and like under the skin? Because I just thought it was under the skin, but it could be both, you know. And penicillin wise, can you just shoot it under the skin with the penicillin, or it have to be
Yeah.
shot in the muscle? Penicillin is either or,
Nah,
right?
you can just shoot. Yeah, you can shoot either.
Okay.
I always shoot mine under the skin.
Yeah. Hey, brothers down in the chat. Hey, take that advice right there. Penicillin and Dex mix might be anything's better than nothing when it comes to the snake bites. Because the summertime they crawling, and hot as it is right now, man, they'll crawl for the rest of the year, especially down south, man. We probably won't get but 10 cold days this year in December. Right around Christmas time, and then it'll warming up. You can wear shorts around Christmas time. So, we got to watch for them snakes, man. Got to watch for them snakes. All right, I got one question before we get into the dog talk. Who you got this weekend? I know you're going to the pig picking, but who you got on that fight? You be watching boxing?
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Can you hear me, bro? Can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yep.
Yeah, I'm going with Crawford. I'm going with old Bud.
I wish the pig picking was Sunday. I have to go with you down there. I bet on old Spence and get you to buy me a barbecue sandwich, old chicken sandwich or something. I'm betting on Spence. Hey, I'm betting on the knockout.
You going with Spence?
Yeah, I'm going with Spence. I'm going with Spence on the knockout. Yes, sir. Hey, yes, sir. I ain't want to put in that.
A whole lot of people be underestimating Crawford, man.
I think it's a 50-50 fight. I think it's a 50-50. But
yeah,
he's soft spoken, man. That's what people underestimate him, because he talks so quiet and he don't really talk a whole lot of trash. And you know how people like that trash talking in boxing. That's what sell tickets. So being that he don't talk that trash, folk are kind of play him like that. But they ain't, we're gonna see this weekend. We're gonna see tomorrow. All the time, everything over now. It's fight day. It's fight day.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, man, let's get into it. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, I don't know too much about that Spence dude, man. But I've been following Crawford a little bit.
Yeah. You're gonna learn about him tomorrow night, then. You're gonna show yourself. You're gonna show yourself. Hey, all right, let's get into the dog talk, my brother. Let's get into this dog talk. Now, let me ask you, man, how did you get your first dog, and how was it bred?
Man, I started back when I was 13, 14 years old. I started with a couple of German Shepherds. Me and a whole lot of guys, man, used to, this right here back then, it was just, we used to walk around and ride bikes and have dogs running behind us everywhere we go through each neighborhood. Yeah. We used to try to go through neighborhoods that we knew dogs was in the fence and running loose, so the dogs can try to come after our dogs, so we can see something going like that right there. Yeah. But it was me and one other guy and a lot of other guys. We was real young. And we just always loved to mess with dogs.
Yeah. My first dog was a German Shepherd too, man. My first one was a Shepherd. I probably got him when I was probably about maybe about 8 or 9, something like that. Maybe a little bit younger. Mm-hmm. He probably died by the time I got about 11, 12. And bro done got disconnected again, my brothers and sisters down there in the chat, man. Salute to all my brothers in the chat. You know what I'm saying? PBK9's giving it to you for this early Saturday afternoon, Saturday morning. You know what I'm saying? Hope everybody gonna be watching the fight tonight or enjoying themselves this evening. I'm waiting to see if my brother come back up in this live right here. But yeah, man. Salute to all the Bulldoggers doing the right things with these dogs day and night. Kicking out that dollar because you know it's getting more expensive every single day. By the day. By the hour. I got you.
Yeah, something went out. I don't know what happened. Yeah. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay.
So how old you was when you got your first pit?
When I got my first pit, man, I was about 16 years old. Guys, a lot of older guys used to come around, you know, and get me out the house. And they was older, and they always had these older pits and stuff. And one day, God bless your soul, a guy named Chucky that sold me a bobtail pit named Tiger. And I guess he ain't wanting him no more. And I don't know what blood he was or nothing. He was just a bobtail pit Brenda with the bobtails and trim ears. And these jokers came and got me out the house, and we went out in some woods down the road, and had some more older guys that had some pits that they had back then. And they've been doing it for a while. And at the time, I was young, you know. I ain't really know what was going on, but I always liked the dogs.
Yeah.
That was my first pit bull. and it went down.
Hey, did yours look full-blooded? Mine
he looked full-blooded now.
My first pit wasn't even full-blooded. Hell, you did. You know, you was 10 steps ahead of me, because I know mine was a boxing pit bull mix. And I think the mama was probably a boxing pit mix, and the daddy was a full-blooded boxer. You know what I'm saying? So it was like probably had more of the box in it, you know. But that was my first one, and then from there start stepping up the game a little bit. But yeah, man, let me ask you this real, right? You ever hear them stories about Red Boy? Back in the days?
Well, I heard a lot of stories about Red Boy. Matter of fact, I'm down here with the man who actually handled Red Boy in both of his shows.
Yeah.
Yes, and
you can give us any
he's the older man.
Sorry about that. Go ahead, bro. Sorry about that. Go ahead.
I said, yeah, he's the older man now. He's still living. You know, I used to go to his house a lot, and we used to go and look at his dogs and stuff, and hang around and talk and stuff, and talk about dogs. But at that time, I ain't really knew that he was the man that handled Red Boy.
Yeah.
At that time, until later on.
Yeah. So you never seen Red Boy yourself?
Nah, I never seen Red Boy myself.
Yeah, that's how it always is, man. You always meet these brothers out here, and you don't know who you be talking to until 10, 15, 20 years later. Maybe a little closer than that, but you still sometimes like you be dealing with these brothers that don't even know who these brothers be. And then you like, dang, I met so-and-so.
Yeah.
Or that's so-and-so. Oh, dang. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy how things work, you know? Crazy how things work, man. All right, let me ask you this, right?
Yeah.
What was the hottest lines, when you start knowing what them game dogs was? What was the hottest lines back then in your time?
Back then, when I really started knowing about the blood, I had a female straight down off the yellow blood. And the guy at that time, I didn't have papers on him,
Yeah.
but he wrote down how she was bred, who her mama was, who her daddy was, who her granddaddy was, and all this right here. And matter of fact, I still got that paperwork right now in my dog books that how she was bred and who her mama and dad and all that was. And she came off grand champion yellow.
Yeah. Hey, that's how they was giving the
And
papers
I
back
told,
then.
yeah.
Writing them down. Writing them
This
down on
guy right
paper.
here. Yep, cause this guy right here, he ain't like to give out no paperwork, register no dogs or nothing like that. But he
Yeah.
know how they was bred.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
You know, there wasn't a big issue back in the days for brothers to say that same statement that you said just now. I don't want to get involved with the paperwork, but here how they bred. Boom, 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 boom. You take your paperwork. You know,
yeah,
I'm talking about way back in the days, because I bought dogs from some of these brothers that was getting them directly from Yellow. I ain't talking about Crossroad to my chat down there. I'm talking about the older men that would have been 90, 80 some, 90 some years old right now. And none of them was with ADBA. They had other registries they was dealing with and different little things or whatever. Not saying ADBA wasn't out there, but it wasn't a big factor. The paper deal wasn't a big factor how it is now. As far as you got papers with your dog, but all you wanted was the dog. You know what I'm saying? The papers and all that,
yeah,
it was cool. It
yeah,
was cool, but it wasn't a big money thing back then. As far as everybody trying to sell a dog, everybody trying to sell a dog. It wasn't like that. You got your dog because you wanted your dog for that, for whatever your program was or whatever you had, no activity you wanted them to get working in. But now, man, it's just, folk got to make sure you got that paper before, and it got to be certain ones. Brothers get picky sometimes. They want ADBA. Some brothers want this. Some brothers want that. And
yeah.
that's just, I guess that's just the way it is these days. But yeah, man. What was the most impressive dogs that you've seen in the past?
The most impressive dog I seen was a dog. He supposed to being impressive, and he supposed to being real, real bad until he came across me. not trying, not trying to talk good about myself, but
Hey, I was gonna tell you,
like I say, I was.
yeah, I was gonna tell
Huh?
you, you can say yourself now if you had the most impressive shit. I mean, it is what it is. Yeah,
Well, I had the most impressive at that time on that one, but
yeah,
the guy that I supposed to been doing it with, he supposed to had the most impressive, cause this hound right here supposed to came straight off of Finley boat.
okay,
And from what they were saying, it supposed to be they call him the Bulldog.
yeah,
And my impression that they was telling me that he was the main Bulldog, but I found out that he supposed to came off for Finley boat. And like I say, God bless my soul again. It was older dog, man. He dead now. Mr. Frank Jacobs that had that dog.
oh damn. How long he lived?
Frank Jacobs.
No, the
He was
dog.
a old.
I'm talking the
Oh,
dog.
the dog.
Yeah.
Oh, um, I got rid of him.
Okay.
Um, guy came and tried to buy my whole yard out when he found out what dogs I had,
Hey, I feel
and
you on that.
got rid of him. Got rid of him and some more, and the guys that took him, they went out and did some good things with him.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, so you got a good report back on them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, I have a good report on all of them.
Yeah, that's good. So when it came to your program, was you a big inbreeder or line breeder or cross scatterbred? What was your breeding thing like far as how you did it? A lot of people stick to the inbreeding. Some people want their stuff to have outs in it all the time.
When I started breeding and knowing what I was breeding and knowing what I was doing,
Mm-hmm.
I had took one male that I had. He was a low posse, tombstone Budweiser Crusher male that I had named. I had brought, and then I took him and I bred him to that Yellow John female, and I took them and had some puppies off them, and all them right there came out to be good. And what I did, I took a daddy and bred back to the daughter. I took a son, bred back to the mama, and I kept going on like that right there. And I got all the way up until I got triple bred, and I ain't went no further than triple bred. But I stayed right here in the family.
Yeah, I feel you on that. Did you ever see any defects with the inbreeding you was doing? Far as
One
physical?
male. Yeah, one male off that litter that I did. I don't know what happened. I raised him from a puppy, and some kind of way that he got to a point that he wouldn't let me get him off the chain, and he I don't know what happened to him, but he bit off his own tail,
Damn. I seen some crazy. I
and I
seen
don't
some crazy,
know.
man. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to him, man. I mean, I don't know. Was he bred too tight, or what? He just bit off his own tail, and he used to chase his tail. And like I say, I raised him from a puppy, and he would not, you know, let me get him off the chain.
Damn. Yeah, he might be that inbreeding with him might be flipping him out or something. He might be the only one off that litter
But
that. Yeah.
he was the only one off that litter that did that. All the rest of them went on to being real successful.
Yeah, that's good.
Yep, he was the only one off that litter that did that.
So what common mistake you seen people make with a dog that is possibly a good prospect, but somebody ruin them? What ways you seen people ruin good prospects?
Starting them too early, not being patient and not waiting.
Yeah, same thing I say.
Yeah, a lot of them back then was, some of them was in a rush, and this dog game right here, you can't be in no rush. It's
Mm-hmm.
this right here is a patient good game right here.
Yep.
A lot of them lost a lot of good dogs or being in a rush trying to start them too early and trying to get them out there too fast and stuff, and not getting them time. A lot of them back then will start one up, and when they start one up, they used to let them go, and the first time when they used to hog hunt like that right there,
Yeah.
they used to have them trying to chase the hog 25 and 30 minutes on the
Yep.
first hunt
Mm-hmm.
at a young age at 12 months old.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I used to tell them, man, you're doing too much, son. You need to slow down. You're
Yeah.
moving too fast.
Yep. You're right about that. Right about that. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Salute everybody in the chat, man. Salute to everybody in the chat. Thank y'all for coming out. We got them questions coming on. If y'all got any questions, drop them in the chat. I'm up in the chat with y'all brothers as well. You know, if you got any questions, drop them in the chat. Don't forget to donate to the channel. If you want to donate to the channel, $ Pelican Bay Kennel on the Cash App. So let's keep this thing rolling, my brother. Let's keep this thing rolling. All right. Let me put it like this. What main quality were you looking for back in them days when it came to your dogs? What main quality must they possess?
My main quality on the dogs I used to have, they had to stay there.
Yeah. Yeah.
I really didn't care too much about them getting the legs or getting the throat. As long as they come across that line, when I let them go, don't matter how bad they got beat down. As long as they come across that line, I was satisfied.
Man, I'm talking about that's exact the same way I feel. Like when I was young, man, I didn't care about the mouth and this and that. All I cared about was if they coming across that line. You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
He could take whatever he gotta take, long as he come across that line. You know what I'm saying? That's all that mattered back then, you know. And same thing I say, man. I agree with you with that. You know, every dog, man, has his own ways of conditioning and working they stock. You know, what was one like your favorite way far as slap meal, meal, carpet meal, or road work, or just walking? Some people say they just walk. Some people say they flirt pole and do what people do on treadmills.
Well, I used to walk.
Yeah.
I used to walk. Believe it or not. Believe it or not. I used to walk them 6, 7, 8 miles a day.
Oh yeah.
And a lot of people say, man, you ain't used to walk no dogs no 6 and 7, 8 miles. But that's the way that it used to be. That's the way that I used to like for them to be. You had to walk them because that slap meal, you can't leave them on there too long. Treadmill, you can't leave them on there too long. But you ain't gonna hurt them by walking.
Yeah. Nope. You're right about that. You can walk them all day long.
Yeah, you can walk them all day long. I know when I had them shepherds, when I used to raise them shepherds, mixed shepherds and stuff, they used to run behind me on the bike everywhere. So they was getting good exercise. Yeah, but them dogs, yeah, walking is really about the best thing for them.
Yeah, I can agree with that too,
Yeah.
man. I did a lot of road work in my days. I had a lot of meals and stuff later on. But when I was in my early teens, I did a lot of road work in my early 20, 21, 20s around that area. I did a lot of road work. I got a little, like I was telling them boys, I bought a meal, but it was a piece of shit meal, and it wasn't doing work for nothing. I ain't gonna lie to you, it was just something to say you got your dog up there and he got it rolling around. And you that young, you oh, I'm doing something. My dog up here running. I seen one guy, his dog stayed up there for about an hour. I'm talking about he was walking the slowest pace you can see him walk. And he let him stay there for an hour. He thought that dog was in shape, but he wasn't in no kind of shape. Now, if you're gonna walk him like that, you might as well just walk them on the leash. You know what I'm saying? If he gonna let him walk at that pace, and walking at that pace right there, if he'd have been on the leash, man, it'd have took you forever to get up the street. Boy, I ain't gonna lie. You know, he was literally pushing the meal. He was literally pushing that meal like slow as he could walk. It was turning now, but it
Hmm.
wasn't turning worth a nothing. Who would you
Yeah.
consider? Who would you consider some of the at least one of the best conditioners back in them days?
Mm. Mm. It was some good ones now. It was some good ones. I really didn't know too many that did no condition back around my way.
Yeah.
It was a guy back then. Out of dogs now. Used to call him Red Man. And he had some dogs straight off of the main gator dog. Matter of fact, he had two of them straight off of the main gator dog. And he used to be a good condition. He learned me a whole lot of stuff, and I was in dogs before him.
Damn.
And he started hanging around older people that been in dogs a long time.
Yeah.
And then me and him was always good friends. But I was just messing with dogs. He really got real serious with it.
Yeah.
And he started buying dogs and started going around older dog men, and they started showing him the ropes of what to do this and how to tell he got too much water in him, and how to tell is his mouth going, taking his mouth away, or what, all kind of stuff. Yeah, I learned a lot from him, and he learned a lot from the older guys.
Yeah. I see you mentioned that gator dog. You ran some of that gator stuff back in the days?
Nah, I ain't ran none of that gator stuff, but I went against it, some of it. Yeah, I went against some of it.
It how it looked to you? The stuff you
Tell
seen.
you the truth, I didn't. The main two that I seen came straight off the gator dog. I didn't really like it.
Yeah.
It supposed to had they supposed to had a lot of mouth, but I didn't really see it.
Yeah.
I didn't really see that.
They was black.
Nah, they was buckskin.
Oh, nah.
Yep, they was buckskin.
Oh,
Which came straight off the main gator dog.
Which gator you talking about? Rodriguez gator or Plummer's alligator?
No, it was Rodriguez gator.
Okay. Let me ask that because you say buckskin. Yeah.
Yeah, they was buckskin.
Yeah. I had a dog that was coming down off the Rodriguez gator, a blackjack, and it was pretty much a pure blackjack dog. She was cold, but I could have got some. I was gonna breed about. I sent it to one of my homeboys' yard, and then she ended up dying over there. But yeah, she was pure blackjack, and I was just gonna try to breed her one time with some of the stuff I had, and see what it threw off on me. See if maybe she was cold, and this, how every now and then you get a cold off of some good stuff. So I was just gonna try that and see how that turned out, but I ain't never get a chance to do it. And she was pretty much pure blackjack all the way up top and bottom. Yeah.
Okay.
Now, let me ask you this: do you believe the old breeders are better than the new breeders when it comes to them dogs and the breedings they making?
Yeah, I do, because the old breeds that when they made them dogs, they were straight off the straight stuff.
Yeah.
A lot of this breeding now is watered down.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people saying they got a pure, like people say right now, oh, I got a pure red boy dog that I'm gonna breed to a pure carver dog. And it's no such thing as pure no more.
I feel
Ain't
you on
nothing
that.
pure no more. You might have a heavy bred red boy dog, that got some Marlowe stuff in her. Got some um tank stuff in them. Got some Bass Tramp Red Boy stuff in them way back, but that pure stuff, it ain't pure no more.
Mm-hmm. It do seem like if a brother say I got a pure Jeep dog, now it's pure Jeep because or it's heavy Jeep like you said because you look in the pedigree and you seen up a Jeep, but back then when you had a pure Jeep, you seen Jeep in the second pedigree. If you didn't see him in the first
Yeah.
pedigree, second pedigree,
Yep.
third generation, and they was acting like Jeep dogs. You know what I'm saying? They was really
Yeah.
coming out, doing the things that the Jeep dog's supposed to do and the red boy dog's supposed to do. Um, and you know, and it's pretty much the same, I think, with all the lines. You know what I'm saying? The Zebo line or this line or that line. The dogs is coming directly off the dogs, you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of different then. So that's another reason I kind of tell brothers to kind of uh give their dogs more modern day dogs more props on the breeding tips because we getting the traits from the modern day dogs, even though they might be pure yellow, pure this, pure that, like you say, it might be heavy, but the traits that we getting is from these modern day dogs, but we calling the bloodlines from the old dogs. When it's kind of mixed match. So I say, oh, I got a pure bolio dog or a heavy bred bolio dog, and the bolio dog's supposed to be smart, but the traits that I got, this dog a good dog, but the traits that he come from, the dog he come from, is dumb. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
it's a whole nother dog that we should be taking notes from. But we going back for bolio saying, oh, these dogs supposed to be smart. These dogs supposed to be, real smart. But we don't know that because that was the dog back then. The dog today, that's pure bolio. How smart is he? We ain't going by how smart he is because nobody want to take credit for their dog. You know what I'm saying? I ain't talking
Yeah.
about doing nothing illegal or nothing like that. I'm just talking about straight up just breeding them and representing your blood instead of representing the blood from 35, 40 years ago. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. Now, what would you consider top 5 of all time dogs? Male dogs first.
Top 5. Mm. Well, I have to go with Mayday first. I always like the Mayday, and I looked at a lot of things on Mayday and seen what he went through. I have to go with Mayday first. I have to go with Yellow second. Chinaman third. Man, that's a hard one right there. Bolio fourth.
Got one more.
I want to say Eli. Yeah, I want to say Eli. Yeah, I'm gonna say Eli.
Okay. There ain't no bad list now. I ain't gonna lie. You pick some headhunters up. You pick some headhunters up. Eli, Bolio, Chinaman, Yellow and Mayday. Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Yes, sir. You ain't pick Jeep though. You really you ain't big on the Jeep dogs.
Nah, I ain't never had no Jeep stuff really. I mean, I got one or two out there now got a little bit of Jeep in it, but
Yeah.
uh, just like I ain't picked Homer.
Yeah.
I ain't picked Mountain Man Homer, and I got one out there got some Homer stuff in.
Yeah. Did you ever
Yep.
meet them Cottonham boys, or you ever had any dealings with them boys from that way?
No, no, nah, I ain't never met them. Mm-mm.
Now, who would you
Yeah,
consider
I ain't never.
who would you consider the top dog in South Carolina Pass? It can be one of yours if
Um,
it was one of yours.
mm, in South Carolina or North Carolina?
Well, we could say both Carolinas. The top dog from both Carolinas in the past.
In the past. Hmm.
Mhm.
Uh, got to be Red Boy from my way. Um, like I say, I never met him, but I know he was down here in South Carolina.
Mm-hmm. Hey, I feel you on that. I feel you on that. Yes, sir. So how you feel about traveling, man, a long distance to a show? You feel like it can play a part in the dog, or you know, how do you feel about traveling wise, or how would you handle it if you had to travel a good 7, 8 hour ride?
Mm. I never really had to travel that far.
I feel you on that
You
too.
know.
I, that's that's one good thing. That's one good thing about living in this area back in them days. You ain't had to do a whole lot of traveling. You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
You bump into a good bulldog around the corner. It wasn't nothing to bump into a good
Yeah.
bulldog around the corner. You know, that's what we was talking about earlier in this show. The thing is, we was bumping into good bulldogs and not knowing who some of these boys was until later on down the line. You know what I'm saying? Just
Yep.
so many bulldogs out there. You just turn the curve, turn the corner, and brothers that we hearing about now that we see. I ain't never know you back in them days. I mean, you ain't know me, but look, you know how close we was,
Yeah.
and you were doing your thing and I was doing my thing, and we ain't even knew each other. But that was just another bulldog. I could have went and met you without even driving nowhere, or vice versa. You could have came out here without even really going nowhere far, and been bulldogging. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Yep. You ain't have to be going all the way across the country and and that's just different areas. Different areas you got small amount of bulldogs and you got a large amount. It just depends on what area you're from. Some folk wouldn't understand it when we say you don't got to go nowhere, just turn the corner back then, and you can bulldog with somebody. I find a real bulldog.
That's all you got to do. I know a lot of guys, man, used to be bulldogging and used to talk about I got this dog right here from New York. I got this dog coming in from Oklahoma. I used to tell them, man, look, if you really know about bulldogs and really think about it, all the good bulldogs is right here in South Carolina and North Carolina. You ain't got to go way off to get no dog. All the good dogs is down here.
I'm glad somebody else said it, so them boy won't think I'm just you hate to toot your own horn far as your state and different things, but I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I tell them I can't help where I was born at. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of good dogs. A lot of good dogs came up around this area right here. That's in everybody's pedigrees. A lot of good dog brothers. You know what I'm saying as well.
Yep.
From Mr. Chavis and you know, and when I name these brothers off, you know, some brothers don't like different brothers in there. We ain't talking about nothing personal. We talking about the dogs themselves. You know, from Tant, the Chavis, the Prince Shaw, the Garner, the everybody. You know what I'm saying? Right here in this little area right here. The you know the people who haven't been even heard of yet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Um, yes, sir. Cause I clear with these channels, man. We hear about brothers all across the state in North Carolina, South Carolina, been doing their thing heavy back in the late '80s and early '90s and different things like that, and never been heard of. You know, and when they add a story into the program, you be like, oh, word, I ain't know that happened with that dog. Or you know, brothers be having a lot of knowledge when it comes to a lot of these old dogs, and some of them, you know, ain't been up. You know, I'm just giving example. Say, Garner or something like that. You might have a brother who ain't came up
Yeah.
here that been dealing with Garner back in the days that know, oh man, he got the best dogs. You just got to get him bred off this right here or bred off that. You know what I'm saying? It's so many dog brothers out there that's unheard of and unrecognized, man. And we're gonna be doing that over the next few weeks, recognizing some of them brothers from the late '80s and early '90s and mid '90s. Know that kind of got pushed under the rug. You know what I'm saying? Kind of got pushed under the
Oh
rug.
yeah.
hmm
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah, man.
now let me ask you this here: what style would you prefer?
Um, I really for him to go ahead and go in the throat. Go ahead and try to go ahead and get rid of them. I don't like to be in there too long.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
some a lot of people like a head dog. You know, they last a little longer, last all day, ride that head. It's hard to get them off their head and stuff.
hmm That's how Bo was. He went on a few because see, I schooled him out real good, and he was schooled out well on them chest dogs. And one time, this guy I know had one of Sambo half brothers. He was off of Champion Fatty on the top and Frisco on the bottom, directly off of Frisco Daughter on the bottom. He was a 50 some pounder, orange color like Macho Buck. Came in the chest, went in the chest. Bo slapped him on top of his muzzle, and they went back and forth for a few minutes, but he pretty much stayed in the chest. He ain't really hit Bo nowhere else. He stayed in the chest, and Bo worked his muzzle. I'm talking about and he worked that muzzle. He stopped him in probably about 20, 30 minutes or something like that. But when I tell you, uh, he messed his muzzle up. He messed his muzzle up.
Mm,
He wasn't really a face dog. Bo was kind of a dog that would adapt to whatever you came at him with. And if you came too strong,
mm,
if you came, only thing I didn't like about him, but it was a good thing. But if you came too strong, he'll lay down on you. You know what I'm saying? He'll lay down and he'll get back up in about 10 minutes and check it out. See what kind of strength you're working with. You still acting like you super strong and full of them roids or whatever you be on. He'll go back to laying around, going from the bottom, playing from the, working from the bottom. And then he'll check you again in another 10, 15 minutes. And if you ain't quite strong as you was, he'll go ahead and finish you on off. He'll finish it on off in the throat, but he'll work any position. But he don't. I never seen him on no legs. I never seen him on the back end in my life. He'll work a leg, but he wasn't a leg dog. But I never seen him on the back end. Never seen him on the chest. You know what I'm saying? He knew where to go at. You know, he knew where to go at.
yeah.
But but back then I probably other than one finishing one off, you know, that's gonna be pretty much a lot of brothers that's gonna be their favorite style to finish one off. But I see
Yeah.
that back end style confuses one sometimes. You know, if they ain't smart or if they ain't schooled out good, that back end style will confuse
Hmm.
them. It'll confuse them. And all that,
I never had them.
a back end,
Yeah, Yeah, I never had a back end one.
Hey, I'm telling you, Bo.
Never had one.
I'll tell you, I ain't had one, but when I seen it, and then I had to get me one. That back end stuff, man. If it's smart, if the dog's
Yeah.
super smart, and he back in, and he'll go everywhere else, but his main is the back end, and he know how to finish one off. Man, some of them dogs right off the breaker, when they come across off the breaker, they'll snatch them straight up off. They shoot straight to the back end, bypass the front. That other dog thinking he coming to the front, so he looking for the face grab or the chest bump, chest to chest. He shoot straight past that, shoot to the ass end, go to shaking and working them right then. And I done heard some that straight go off the break off that back end stuff, and they don't never bounce back. Once they get in there good on them, they'll never bounce back off of it. You know what I'm saying? Especially if he know how to flatten the tires. You know, like they say,
Oh yeah.
flatten them tires, you can't drive. But yeah,
Now
ain't
I seen some back end ones now. I seen some back ends when they went to work.
mm-hmm.
I watched Champion. I don't know if you ever heard of him, Champion Cannibal. He was a main back end dog. And buddy, now he'll finish you in the throat, but if he get back there in that back end, you might well say, let's go. Cause it's over.
That. Feel you on
Yeah.
that. Now, who would you say out of all the old brothers in the past? You know, it could be some of the ones that you knew or anything or whatever, or brothers that you never met before and just heard about. But who would you say is one of the most underrated dog men of the past that we should be giving them more credit than we give them? I mean, hell, if it's you, hell, I mean, we fair and unbiased on this show.
Well, I ain't gonna say it myself because a whole lot of people don't even know me. One of them I say is well, a lot of people probably know him, and he out of dogs now. Lockjaw Kennels.
Okay.
He he used to run a whole lot of termite stuff and Argo stuff.
That Argo stuff was straight.
Yeah, the Argo. Now I talked to him. I used to talk to him. I still do talk to him. And when I did talk to him, about the termite stuff, because I know he used to run a whole lot of the heavy termite stuff. He used to have dogs straight off of termite. And he told me the termite stuff was good, but the make that termite stuff super and that will stay there, he'll put that Argo stuff in there with it.
See, a lot of my brothers don't know what that Argo stuff is, but I told them that was the key to that Big John and Little John stuff that we had. That Argo was in there. A lot of brothers ain't got that Argo in their dogs. You know what I'm saying? And see, termite and Argo, them basically coming down off the same stuff. But it's just Argo, more further deeply bred or whatever. And you don't see Argo in a lot of brothers' pedigrees. You don't see it.
No.
You don't
No,
even
you don't. You'll see Jocko, but you ain't gonna see a whole lot of Argo.
Nope. I'll tell you can find Argo in that Little John and Big John stuff. You look in that pedigree and you look back in there, you see Argo and a few more of I think altogether there's 3 dogs off that litter that's in them pedigrees. Argo, Jocko, and there's one more that's off that litter.
It ain't Apple, is it?
Yep, apples. I think that's coming off the Danny Green stuff, probably, ain't it?
Yeah, I think so.
I think his dog over apples, if I ain't mistaken. Yeah. But yeah, man.
Nah, I did hear somebody say Apple and another dog that they said come out that litter was the same dog or something,
I
didn't it?
heard I heard that before. It ain't Pearl, is it?
I think it is.
I did hear that
I know
before.
they said Apple and one dog was the same dog.
Yep, I did hear that before. Did hear that.
Mm-hmm.
What probably happened? They probably named him one place, and then probably sold her as a grown dog, and somebody changed the name probably, and went with a name, but Apple's already had puppies out, and then whatever they changed the name to, that's probably what happened. I'm just guessing. Hopefully that's what happened, and not no crazy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man. Now, when it comes to the dogs back then, would you rather have one? Well, I guess you already answered that for me. Far as the mouth and the gameness back then, you rather have a gamer dog, and you can work with the mouth. I'm taking that's what you told me of the answer earlier, and I ain't want to ask you the same
Yeah,
thing 2 times. Yeah, I ain't want to ask you the same thing twice.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I'd rather have a gamer dog because you know that mouth ain't gonna be there no
Oh,
whole hour.
shut your mouth! Shut your mouth!
Now
Loud.
that mouth, that mouth,
Go ahead, bro.
that
My
mouth
fault.
ain't gonna be there no whole hour. But
Mhm.
that gameness will be there 2 hours if they game.
Yep. Hey, that mouth.
And that gameness, huh?
That mount ran by Scotchman batteries, and that game is ran by Energizer.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yep. That doggone game is gonna go and gonna go and gonna go and gonna go. And that mouth gonna be on stop and ran over. And you ain't got no more mouth than what you got. If you ain't got no mouth, if that mouth don't ran out and you ain't got no more mouth and you ain't got no game behind it, you through.
Mm-hmm.
But if you get on one that they ain't got no mouth and over wham your mouth and stay out the way of your mouth, and then that one got that game in them, when your mouth run out and that game or that other one's still there, he gonna go ahead and put you on in the wall, and you gonna be through because your mouth don't ran out, and now you ain't got nothing to back that mouth up.
Yep. You're right about that, man. Hey, and that's the way it always is. Them boys be chasing mount. They'll end up losing a whole lot of money, and then they start chasing game. 10 years later,
Yeah.
they be like us. 10 years later, I used to chase mount. I gotta get that game shit now. Damn all that mount.
Yes, sir.
Damn all that mount.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Mm.
But yeah, man. I heard my dogs barking. That's why I was got quiet for a second, just a second ago. I'm trying to make sure it wasn't nothing in the yard. I'm looking at my camera. I heard them going off out there. I see one of them got the water bucket turned over. Maybe foxes coming in my yard, man. I have to go out there and get my dang on hunt on. Foxes be coming out there, man.
Yeah. I seen that snake, man. I seen that snake last night, and somebody had just came and brought some food, brought some dog food, and I told him, I said, man, I got to go on back here. I said, cause them dogs back there raising sand, and I know it's something back there running around. And I went in the house and got my light and everything, and went out there and started shining my light and seen the doggone snake crawling.
Mm.
Crawling from under from around my doghouse, under the pallet, and that's something right there that I'm about to stop. A buddy of mine told me, he said, man, he said you need to take them pallets, you need to get your doghouse off them pallets, cause he said I went one day and called myself getting ready to clean out my doghouse, get the hay out, and move the doghouse and lift up the pallet. There's a doggone snake laying under there.
Damn.
And I'd be dog if that doggone snake wasn't coming from under that pallet last night. And I had my bush act trying to get ready to get him. And the dog who was staying in the house, she was trying to get my bush act. So I lost track of the snake where it went at. And I be dog this morning when I woke up and went out there because I was worried about that junk all last night. I woke up this morning and went out there. A doggone female, whole doggone jaw and mouth was swollen.
Damn.
The doggone snake bit her.
I take it was a poisonous one.
Yeah, it had to be. It was had to be a Marcus cottonmouth or something. Cause I seen the snake. It was brown and striped, kind of like.
Oh damn. Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, them snakes ain't nothing to mess with, boy. Them snakes ain't nothing to mess with. So tell me a little something about what you would consider the best you ever owned, the best dog you ever owned. I know you done came across that once in a lifetime dog already.
Yeah. The best dog I ever owned was male I had. Well, I can't say. I can say he was one of the best. Male I had named Feisto. Like I said, he was the low posse and Budweiser crushing tombstone male that I had got. And the other female was the Yellow John female. I had one that was I named Buster. He was a big old black male, probably weighed about 55, 60 pounds. And he was a red boy, Jocko and Palatine male. And he lived to be 17 years old. And that was I think he was the best I ever owned him.
Damn, 17?
17.
Hey, that should give brother some motivation out there. Let you know your dog can live as long as you're taking care of him, man. You know, they all
As long as you take care of them.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
As long as you take care of them, they gonna make it.
Mm-hmm.
And believe it or not, when he died, he still had all his hangers.
Damn. Still looking young.
Still had all his hangers. Still looking young. He had the gray he had the gray beard and stuff around his mouth now.
Oh yeah, 17. You know he gonna have 17. Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if he be all gray 17.
Yeah, he had a gray beard around his mouth, but he still had all his hangers and everything, and he still looked good, act good. I used to go out there and play with him. He still wag his tail and turn his back legs like he a little puppy and moving around in circles.
Yeah, that was good.
That hurted me when he died.
Yeah, 17 years, boy. That's a whole lot of your life he was with you.
Oh yeah. Yeah, sure. He was with me from one house until I moved to another house.
Damn. So what's your take on cold dogs, man? You like you get rid of them, or you seen cold dogs throw some champions? Or at least some great dogs.
I never really had too many cold dogs. Maybe matter of fact, the one that I'm talking about, the one that lived in 17.
Yeah.
When I first looked at him, he wouldn't do nothing. He wouldn't do nothing. I looked at him one time, and then I looked at him a second time, and he kind of like was coming on the second time,
Yeah.
but that third time, he ain't look back.
I hear you on that. I hear you on that.
Yeah, so he was real cold.
So who would you say was your biggest influence as a young buck?
Uh, Mr. JC, Mr. JC Riles, the one that I said that Hannah Red Boy.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, because I met him at a young age, and he used to be around he used to be around Kato Marlowe and Teals and all them. Um, um, Mr. Bass. Yeah,
Okay.
he used to be around all them. And me and another guy, we used to go to his house and hang out with him and mess with the dogs, look at the dogs and stuff that he had and stuff like that right there.
Yeah.
Another guy, I don't know if you know him or not, but he an old dog man, named Ricky Johnson. I don't
Mm-mm.
know if you ever heard of him.
Nope. Nope.
Yeah, him and JC was real good friends. And when I was growing up, I always used to hear about Ricky Johnson, Ricky Johnson. And then I finally met him.
Damn.
And that was a big thing to me.
It was worth all the hype.
Oh yeah.
Hey, I feel you on
Yeah,
that.
man.
I feel you on that.
Yeah, met him and me and him became good friends and stuff. Yeah, it ain't too many people, man, that I can meet that I don't really get good friends with. If I meet you, I'm gonna make you my friend.
Hey, that's a good thing, man. That's a good thing. Only if all brothers can be like that, you know.
Yeah,
Some people say, I know brothers who say they ain't never met no strangers. You know what I'm saying? Uh,
yeah,
yep. I mean, even to the point, man. I remember we used to go up north, up to New York, and we be walking through the city, Queens and Brooklyn, different things. Down south, every time we walk past somebody, we speak, whether we throwing our head up or whether we, just moving our fingers a little bit, just saying what's up. When you walk past somebody on the sidewalk, you don't walk past
oh
nobody.
yeah,
It's just a southern thing. You just toss your head up, or you just like saying what up when you walk past. I got up to New York, man. I see nobody ain't doing that. That's just, what I'm saying. The boys just keep it walking, keep it walking. Me throwing my head up,
yeah,
me throwing my head up at you. You know what I'm saying? If I don't really know you like that, it might mean something else up there compared to what it might mean
mhm,
down here. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, it's good when a brother don't meet strangers. You know what I'm saying? Shit, yes, sir, man. It's
yeah.
good, good. Now, I ain't gonna say 5 this time because I'm breaking it down. We about to end this interview. I ain't gonna hold you here all day. I definitely appreciate you tuning in with me, rocking with me tonight. But I gotta ask you before we get up out of here about 2 more questions. The first one, give me your top all-time female. Instead of 5, give me 1 top all-time female.
All time female. Mm. I never met this, and never seen this dog, but I heard about her. Really don't know really too much how she bred, but I just heard that she was a good dog, and I don't think nothing ever went back into her. I think that Molly B dog.
Okay, I heard a lot of people talking about that Mala B.
Yeah,
Heard a lot
Yeah,
of people
might
talk
be
about
dog.
it. Yeah. Yeah. All right. This is my last question for the night. And I'm gonna let you go, my brother, because I know you got some more things to do. How would you define dead game?
Dead game. Hmm. Uh, one that
Well,
keep going.
I'm just put it like this: Do we have to be deceased in order to be considered dead game? In your opinion, back
No,
then?
no, no. You ain't got to be deceased. If you got one, if you got one that got a broke leg, got a broke leg in the first 10, 15 minutes, and you put him in the corner, and he coming out on them three legs, and then if you got one that get that other leg, the other front leg broke, and he crawling out, pushing with his back leg, I consider that dead game.
Yeah, yeah. You can't do nothing but consider that dead game. No matter if
Yes, sir.
it's 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15. You know,
Yeah.
shit. And really, you might not have to wait till he get both of the legs. You know, 'cause he might break that one leg, and shit. A lot of them gonna stop after that one leg, or once they,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of them will. And shit, he can hobble over there. He might not necessarily have to push over his backs, but he can hobble over there. That's showing he still got that damn tenacity in him, that will to go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yes, sir, man. But shout out to all the brothers in the chat, man. Shout out to all the brothers in the chat. Don't forget to hit that like button before you get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? Don't forget to hit that like button before you get up out of here. Like I always say, I appreciate y'all tuning in. You got anything you want to leave the chat with before we get up out of here, my brother?
Oh man. Everybody, just it's hot weather out there. Make sure you get out there with your dogs. Dogs on the chain or dogs in the pen, they can't take care of themselves. Make sure you change that water every day. Make sure you keep the chain spot clean. Um, Make sure you worm your dog at least every month. Take care of these dogs because these dogs can't take care of themselves. And you take care of these dogs will be here a long time, and you'll have something really to talk about later on. That I had this dog right here, and this dog right here was did this, and this dog right here was bred off this. Just take care of your animals. Take care of your dogs while
Yes,
they're here with you.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Y'all heard that, man. Like I say, salute to all the bulldoggers from one side of the world to the other side of the world, from one side of the country to the other side of the country. Y'all stay safe. Y'all stay legal out there. And understand, we don't condone anything illegal. If you're about that, keep that far away from this channel.